7 reasons why you have to start an interview podcast. So in this particular video, I'm going to share with you the 7 most important reasons, and for that you have to start your interview podcast. And reason number 5 is going to be a mind blowing for you. So I'm going to share with you my screen, but before that, if you are somebody who is watching me for the very first time, I am Nilesh Jain, who is hosting an interview podcast from last 2.5 years. And on my podcast, I did interview with multi-millionaires and all billionaires on my podcast, and I'm teaching the same process to my students on how they can launch interview podcast, how they can invite high profile guests, how they can monetize with interview podcast. So if you want to be a part of my community, all the links in the description, and also make sure you can subscribe to my channel. Let me jump on my screen to share with you the 7 most benefit for you to start an interview podcast. Number 1, it is helping you to build a personal brand. Yes, you can build a personal brand. Many ways to build a personal brand. Interview podcast is one more ways that can help you to establish your personal brand very quickly and very fast. If you follow the proper system, you can easily able to establish your personal brand with the help of interview podcast. Second is networking opportunity. With the help of interview podcast, you can establish a network, you can grow your network with anybody in the world. If you feel that I wanted to talk with this person, but I don't know how to do this, interview podcast is the platform that can actually helping you to talk with the people with whomever you want to. And your network is your network. Because of my interview podcast, I built a network with millionaires, billionaires, and there's many ways you can build a network. You can attend the events, you can attend mastermind, you can be a part of paid coaching. But this is the platform where you are networking with such a prominent people in your industry without even paying them. Because in mastermind, in events, in coaching program, you have to pay somebody to something. But interview podcast, if you want to interview any expert, you don't have to pay them. You need to build a connection. Without paying them, you are building networking with this level of people. I personally got crazy result just because of this networking thing, right? Third benefit is it helps you to increase your visibility and exposure. Suppose you are hosting an interview with someone who have millions of following on his social media, and you host an interview with that one person, and one person reshared your interview on his profile, to his audience, to his email list. It is helping you to grow your increase visibility and exposure. Don't you think? Like, I already did interview with the people who have millions of followers. I did interview with the person like Mr. Beast YouTube mentor Daryl Lewis. He have millions of followers on his social media, on his different platforms, and reshared it to his email list, and crazy things happen. I got crazy exposure, crazy leads, and everything happened. So it is helping you to increase your visibility and exposure. Or you need to start interview podcast. Fourth benefit of starting your interview podcast is it enhance your communication skills. Right now you are listening this particular video, and you might be noticing that the communication that is I'm doing right now is a slight different from my previous videos, from the videos that I started publishing at earlier on this particular channel. But after starting my interview podcast, I see a big changes in myself, my communication. Because I'm always talking with the people, and whenever you are talking with the people continuously, you can see that your communication is improving. This is very powerful thing. If you wanted to improve your communication skills, start your interview podcast. And the fifth, a monetization opportunity. And this particular thing is implemented by my clients, and they generate a good revenue in their business because of interview podcast. And by monetization opportunity, I don't want to say, or I don't want to convey a message that you are going to make money on the day one itself. You can, but I don't want to promise, and I don't want to have you this one thing in your mind, like on day one you are going to make money. This one method can help you to become billionaire, become millionaires. I'm personally seeing people who is doing this. I'm right now not a billionaire or millionaire while I'm recording this video. But yours, I know this process can lead me to that one level where I was want to looking. All you need to do is start. There's a lot of ways you can do monetization with your interview podcast. I'm teaching this to my clients. I generated multiple 5-figure, multiple 6-figure in my business because of interview podcast. I think 3 of my clients did 6-figure deal from first interview, from fourth interview. Definitely this is lead you, but you have a mindset. If again I wanted to make a point here, if your mindset is just to monetize, please don't start. If your mindset is long-term game, just go and do. Sixth is a personal development. This is the particular point is very powerful. Really, really powerful thing. See, in business, in entrepreneurship, in the coaching business, in training business, one thing that is required is your self development, your personal development, or even leave the business. If you really wanted to successful as a person, as an individual, you have to develop first yourself. You have to personally develop yourself. And I personally, because of interview podcasts, what you are doing is you are always talking with the people who is coming from nowhere to making millionaires and billionaires and whatever they are doing. You are listening their success stories, how they become successful. And while listening their success stories, it inspire you. It is hitting your mindset like, okay, this person have this many challenges and now he is a successful. Now he is a successful. And this, when you are driving, you are getting this kind of things. You are developing yourself. Your personal development journey is starting because of this one thing. You might be attending so many different things, so many things that you are doing. But this is another powerful way where you can develop yourself. Last but not least, seventh is it is helping you to creativity in your creativity and innovation. What does it mean? In business, in your to success, you need to have a creative idea. You need to come up with an innovative ideas. And while doing this one interview podcast, while talking with successful people, whenever you are talking with people, this level of people, suddenly you are getting one idea. Even that one idea or one innovative idea can lead you to build a successful business. Even you always what you are doing while you are doing interview podcast. You are talking with people. You are doing research about them. You are talking, understanding how they are doing, what they are doing, and this actually playing with your mind. You are playing with the creativity of your own mind. You are getting an innovative idea from the successful people. And this is where you are coming up with the new creativity, new innovation for yourself, for your business, for whatever the things that you are doing in your life, in your business. And this is the seven reason. Uh, let me stop share with you. This is the seven reason why you have to start an interview podcast. Number one, help you to build your personal brand. Second, networking opportunity, increasing your visibility. Fourth, enhancing your communication skills. Fifth is monetization opportunity. Sixth is personal development. And seventh is creativity and innovation. And now, if you say this one thing to me, Nilesh, all of this thing is not required for me, I know you are lying to me. Not to me, but you are to yourself. You are not lying to me, but to you. You are lying to yourself. And if you think that this is a seven thing I want to have in my life, in my business, you have to start interview podcast. And everybody is doing right now. If you say that I'm already a top person, I'm already a successful person, I don't need to start. Again, Nikhil Kamath is one of the most billionaire person in our country, India. He started his interview podcast. Dean Graziosi, he started his interview podcast. And many more. Dean Graziosi, the partner of Tony Robbins. Nikhil Kamath, Zeruda. Everybody is starting their interview podcast. So if you are somebody who is saying this one thing to me, that Nilesh, I don't want to, see your choice. But till then, I hope you got a lot of values from this particular video. And I hope you are going to start your interview podcast as soon as possible. And if you need help from me to start your interview podcast, join me on my next workshop. Become a part of my community, and let's launch your interview podcast. Till then, Nilesh signing off. Have a great day and bye bye. Please make sure you can subscribe to this channel.